with the outcome of the decision of the United Nations General Assembly by overwhelming recognition of the state of Palestine, it is an indication that the whole world is standing against the Western backed world order. Because if you go back to history, you will see that what actually created the state of Israel was what culminated into the First World War and the Second World War. Historically, the First World War was triggered by the Zionist movement that gained prominence in the late 19th century. Then in the early 20th century, series of events happened that culminated into the murder of Archduke Ferdinand that led to the trigger of the First World War. Remember, it was when Lord Balfour declared that there must be a state of Israel in Palestine in 1917 that the First World War ended in 1918. But the Treaty of Versailles that followed through the end of the war was so detrimental to the interests of Germany, and that was why Adolf Hitler became so angry with the Jews, because his thinking was that it was the Jews that brought the Americans and their interest for creation of Palestinian state.
My brother, what you are saying now is not coming from you. It's very clear. You are reading it there. Maybe something you Google out. You can see there is laptop in your front there. You are reading it for us. The view of another person, so a view of somebody else. And you believe because it suits your narrative, like as a Muslim you are. So it's okay because it favored you. This is what you want to hear. This is what you believe. This is what you have been taught. The way it is now, you blame the Jews for the First World War. You blame them for the Second World War. They are the devils. It is Palestine land. The land belongs to them. And you guys are religious people. You are religious people. You understand me? The Christians today, they don't even know what the fight, the war in Gaza, in Israel is all about. They just support the Israelites just because they are Christians. They are Christians. This is the problem. The same thing, you, the Muslims, you are supporting the Palestinians just because they are Muslim, they are Arabs like you, especially black Africans like you. You are not Arab. You're let's say 200, 300 years ago, your people were not even Muslim. All these religions are foreign religions. The Christian religion, the Muslim are foreign religion imposed on your forefathers. So you see, that is the reason why when I see you people, sometimes cases like this, you refuse to say it the way it is. That's the reason why the UN have not been able to solve that problem. The problem is not difficult. It's just that the both sides don't want to accept one thing, truth. That's the problem. The same way, you are asking the UN why they have not been able to solve this problem between the Israelites and the Palestinians. The same thing. Ask yourself the same question. Why Nigeria have not been able to defeat Boko Haram? Why Nigeria government have not been able to defeat Boko Haram? It is the same thing. The same thing, the same reason. Ask yourself that. You bother over fight that is not even your business. For instance, I know it's world problem anyway. It's our business. But why can't you ask that same question? Why is it that Nigerian government have not been able to solve this terrorism, this Boko Haram problem in the north? If you know the reason why Nigeria have not been able, then to get the reason why the Palestinian, the Israeli will not stop fighting, you will know. You know, I said it before. I said you guys are religious people. You see that land, that little land, not until you accept the both tribe yeah, according tribe, the Palestine and Israel, they owns it. The problem now, the both, according to the Christian Bible, the Israel that owns it, even in the Quran, also make it clear that that place was given to the Israelites. So the way it is now, forget about it. If we should forget about the religious book, they both can lay claim to that part of the world before the creation of Israel as a country, 1948. The Jews were there. That's what you people don't want to accept. The land belongs to the both. The land was demarcated into two. They gave the person their parts and give these people their own. This one accepted it and celebrated it, and they were celebrating. Because what happened, the Holocaust, the Second World War, then they have to return back to where they are from, where their forefathers came from. They were scattered all over the world because of the way they were treating them aside their territory, aside Israel, especially in Germany. They say over 6 million of them were killed by Hitler and the rest. So all of them have to return. It was they have been there, but you refuse to accept that fact that yes, the same way you feel is yours, the same way these people feel, that land belongs to them too, and their religious book back it up. That's the problem. When they divided 1948, they celebrated their own. But what did these people do? They said no. They refused to accept because of really a lot, hundreds of thousands of them of the Jews that scattered around the world returned back. They couldn't accept these people because the Jews there, they were the minorities, but they were there. That's the fact. I'm not lying. That's the fact. But you refuse to agree that yes, the same way you feel that place belongs to you, the same way you guys have been there for hundreds of years. Even your Quran confirm it. The prophet went there. Your prophet went there. He built the mosque there. They said these people, the Jews, have been there. How can you now be laying claim saying it is Palestine, it belongs to you? These people are just foreigner. That's the problem. No, there is no sane mind, somebody that have brain, somebody that really, a reasonable person, whether you Muslim or Christian, who will say what is going on in Gaza or Palestine, who will support it. Enough. These people have suffered enough. These people have suffered enough. I can never support what the Israelites are doing to these people. It is too much now. But they are covering it with propaganda because they have American backup. Enough. The war, no war. Enough of this war. People are dying on daily basis. People died every day. Enough to stop the war, to free the Palestine. The problem is this. The Israelite, the Palestine, can they come together and say, okay, take your part. And the way it is now, it is very difficult for them to have their own state. I mean, their own country now. Everything is messed up. Very, very difficult because the occupied territory, the Israelites are building settlement there now. How are you going to demarcate the country? And that is what Israelites don't want you to do. They don't want two separate states there. They are fighting everything to make sure it will be very difficult to divide that land into two. Go to Israel. Go and check it on the map. You'll see, is it Jerusalem you are talking about? They missed everything now. The Israelites, there are some part that are supposed to belong to the Palestine. The Israel building universities, settlement there now. How are you going to divide it now? You can't. It is almost impossible now. And you are still preaching who owns the land, who is a foreigner. No. What you should be talking about, the way things happen, you think these people, you see people still threaten, we are going to push the Israelite into the sea. It is too late to be singing that. Because these people, they are very strong. They have their defense. The other day from Israel, they struck people in, Qatar? Not Qatar, yeah. All the way from Israel to that place. You think this kind of people, it is easy to push them out? you. What we need now is the whole world to come together in one accord. Okay, how are we going to do it? Because to divide that place now is very difficult. It's not supposed to be like that. When they divided it, you rejected it, thinking with the help of other Arab countries, you can push these people out. They lose. They lose. And that gave the Israelites the opportunity, to be doing what they are doing now. And America is with them. These people manufacture their bombs. They have all these things when it comes to war. Hey, these people are strong, man. Hey. So, my people, thank you and God bless.